hello type sound. This is really, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Let's get on to it. Okay, is anyone here? I don't know, but we'll see. Anyways, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. My name is Mr. Parmi, and welcome to our third interview team. Yes, this is our third interview live on Twitch. Who are new, once again, my name is Mr. Parmi. I'm a art streamer and also interview and also an interview streamer who also plays games with one of our wonderful streamer right here. Let's see. Before we start, let's get on to it. Just want to say thank you to everyone who are here. For those of you who are from the Connection Project, thank you so much for joining in. Who also play games with one of our wonderful streamer right here. Let's see. Okay. Before we start, let's get on to it. Hey, hello. Well, anyways, let's get okay. Anyways, let's start this. Let's start this thing already. So we are almost the end of we are almost the end of Oh wait, it's not the end of January yet. We're almost there. We're almost there. It's getting intense, to be honest. I gotta tell you, it's hard, but we gotta do this. We gotta keep on going. So without further ado, let's get on with the interview. But before that, let me introduce to you our guest for today. You may know him as the captain of the cruise ship and also one of the hosts of the Connection Project podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, uh, I bring to you, everyone, let me introduce to you, KaelanDori. Kaelan, hello. Hello, Kaelan. Is everyone here is everyone here? Can you hear me already? Hello?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Yep. Okay. Once again, thank you so much for the time and I hope you're doing
Thank
well.
you.
Glad you're doing well, man. Okay. So, Kaylan,
Cool, thanks, man. Yeah, it's not too bad.
yep. Is the audio fine?
I hope everything's going well for you.
Yep. Thank you. Okay. Before we get on with the questions, is the mic audio fine?
I can hear you through the stream.
Okay, the
That's why
stream.
there's a small delay.
Okay, I see. I see. Okay, so before we get on into the questions, I'm going to ask you, how are you at the moment? How's the weather first?
It's cold, mate. It's super cold. We're currently in winter. At the back end of winter now, so yeah, I think it's you're sitting at around about an average temperature of less than 5 degrees, pretty much most of the time. So bundled up.
Meanwhile, here it's very hot most of the day, but sometimes it's very cloudy. There are also days that it's rainy. I don't know why the weather here is very crazy, but but the weather is very moderate but fine. But I gotta tell you, I have three words for you. Time zones are crazy. To be honest, time zones are crazy. We sometimes every time I watch the stream, you are on daytime while it's on nighttime. But even though time zones are crazy, we get
Yeah, tell me about it, mate. I know what it's like, especially
yep,
having all the different guests on the podcast. Just trying to
yep,
make sure there's a coordination between getting people on and all
mm-hmm,
that type of stuff. It's wild.
yeah. Every time, but even though we have our different time zones, at least we got to hang out, stop by, type in the chat, whatever we do on the stream. As long as we are happy, as long we make our good night or day or whatever time you are. Okay, so let's get on with those questions. First question: how is 2021 so far? We are on day 15 of January 21. So how is 2021 for you so far?
Yeah, 2021. Let's say it's definitely started interesting. Bit more of the same of 2020, to be honest. We've actually been on the Isle of Man. Yeah, we've had no COVID for about 7 months, or so, maybe 6 months, something like that. We've been COVID free for a good couple of months now, and then in the last 3 weeks, someone actually brought back the new strain from the UK. So the entire island has gone back into lockdown for the first time in a long time. So it's been kind of interesting living on the island because we've been kind of exempt from what everybody else in the world has been going through with regards to COVID-19. Just because obviously only having 80,000 people here, being able to shut our borders completely, and sort of exist in our own little bubble. It's been very, very different. We haven't had any social distancing. We've never had to have any masks. I think we had a total of about 300 cases in the first wave of COVID as it went out. But now with this new strain that's come, we have been hit pretty hard in the way that we've had a higher spiked infection rate over the last couple of months, over the last couple of weeks than we've ever had in total. So I think we've already in the last 2 weeks equaled the same amount of people that have had been diagnosed with the cases. So yeah, everything's now in full level 5 lockdown. Everyone's basically working from home. No, nothing's open, so we've gone into the full lockdown experience. So yeah, in beginning of 2021, pretty insane so far, to be honest. Streaming wise though, it's been pretty interesting. Um, Obviously, I've gone back to working full time now and doing streaming part time. Whereas at the beginning of 2020, it was more of streaming full time and sort of that was all I did. So it's been a bit of a reversal, um, taking streaming more as a part time than a full
Mm.
time thing. But still doing just as many streams as I can, and enjoying the hell out of it. To be honest, like I said, the cruise ship keeps on sailing. Um, so yeah, so pretty fun so far, um, and hopefully, then once things get back in order, we'll be able to keep on kicking ass in 2021.
Yeah, that's true. I'm so glad that I'm so glad that you have your full time job back while you're also streaming, and I'm so glad that you are doing well with the COVID and everything. Meanwhile, here I don't know what's going on here with COVID, but we're on the new normal actually. Most of the establishments are open. There are also physical distancing 1 meter apart, or 6 feet apart. Uh, Most of the mall hours are limited. The mall hours are from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. There are some establishments that are open that requires face mask, not only face mask but also face shields. But as for schools, schools are not open at the moment. We are on online classes at the moment. So yeah, as for the school, as for everything, it's going well despite with the COVID and everything. So yeah. Okay, our next question. I've been asked to I've been asked to a few streamers on the past interviews, um, with their username. So so with the username, there are some origins on how it started and how it's formed. I'm going to ask you, how did the how did the KaelanDori started? What is the origin of KaelanDori, the username itself?
It's an interesting story, to be honest. So I mean, if you've ever watched any of the streams that I do and heard how much I talk about World of Warcraft, you'll know that I'm quite a passionate World of Warcraft gamer.
Yeah.
The username originally came from my original character that I played in World of Warcraft, which was a Blood Elf priest. And the name Kale it comes from the leader of the Blood Elves, whose name is Kel'Thas. So I took his first portion of his name. Now the Blood Elves are called the Sindora um, in World of Warcraft. So I took the front part of his name, Kale, and the end part of Sindora, which is Andori, and sort of combined it to make Kale Andori. So because my character was sort of like the Blood Elves, was king of the Blood Elves, um, or queen of the Blood Elves, as it was a female character. Um, but the funnier part about that is, as time has progressed, and I've just kept the name for so long, since the birth of my daughter 7 years ago, I named her Kayla. So her name is spelled Kaela, and now kind of the continuation of the name, because most people end up calling me Dory,
Mhm.
is my name is now a combination of Kayla and Dory. So it's kind of like my daughter's name and mine combined into one. So that's kind of where it came from and why I still continue to use it now.
Mm. And through your daughter and through your World of Warcraft, KaelanDori has been born, and then, uh, and how did you join Twitch? Were you a streamer? Were you a streamer first, or were you a viewer first before getting into the streaming world?
No, definitely a viewer first. I think my Twitch account is about 8 years old, probably almost going on 9 years now. So started as a viewer, definitely a long time ago. Always kind of had Twitch on every now and again to watch different gameplays and things. Never really took Twitch seriously as an experience though until probably about a year before I moved to the island from South Africa, because I'm originally from South Africa. Um, and when I left South Africa for the Isle of Man, I essentially got more into Twitch as something that I was doing as a viewer, mainly watching um, Jackbox streams, just chatting streams, which was IRL back then. I really enjoyed the IRL aspect of Twitch, which was a lot smaller back in the day than it is now. Um, but that was what it was. I joined as a viewer and was always just kind of checking out, because I've always been a big fan of reality TV. And the cool
Mm-hmm.
thing about Twitch is it's one step closer to interactive reality TV.
Yeah.
So if you're a big fan of reality TV, there's nothing better than obviously Twitch, because it's reality TV that you can interact with and have a direct effect on what's being shown on the screen. So yeah, that's kind of why I enjoy it so much from
Yeah.
that aspect of it.
Yeah. Speaking of reality TV, to be honest, reality TV on Twitch is way better. I gotta be honest with you. Reality TV is way more interesting than reality TV than we see on TV, because reality TV on TV, there are some cases that there are some instances that it is scripted, but while on reality TV on Twitch, it's really real. Get as you said, there are some interactions with the chat, some amazing moments, some bad moments. Overall, I get overall the reality TV on Twitch is way more interesting than reality TV on the TV. So, how's your streaming experience on Twitch so far?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like I've really enjoyed it. I mean, I'm going on about 3 years now, and it's just grown. You know what I mean? From strength to strength, going from original sort of beginning to where the cruise ship is now, it's been a hell of a run.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the growth over the last year has been amazing, especially during the full time period when I was able to dedicate basically every waking hour to doing streaming and everything. I love it, honestly. Like it's something that I've always enjoyed doing. Being involved in production and stuff like that, and doing shows, and getting involved in things like that.
Mm.
I did a lot of work on musicals just out of high school, some fashion shows. I did some production on some fashion shows. I've always been into sort of show production and things like that. And being able to have a platform like Twitch, which provides me to provide a show and do entertainment a way that I like to do, and have a community form around that, has been amazing. And I mean, even today, like when we got the emails from Twitch talking about 2020 as an experience, just seeing how much people have dedicated time to what I do and have become part of the crewmates and become
Mm-hmm.
real parts of the community. It's fucking humbling. It's humbling. It's really inspiring. And things like that are just it still amazes me to this day, like how much time people are willing to watch me. And for me, it's an amazing experience to turn on the stream and have people show up every week and have a good time and get to know each other, and it's become a family. And we talk about it a lot on the podcast, where it's become a family sort of feeling with the community of people that are now in the CXP, connection project as a group. There's not just my stream anymore. Now we've got with the entire team, everyone mixing together. You see the same faces around,
Yeah.
and it's really nice. You know what I mean? So to be able to go anywhere on Twitch and see regular faces and say
Mm-hmm.
hi, and enjoy the content from so many different people that are on the team and part of the connection project, it's awesome. Streaming experience, for me personally, fantastic. I love it. It's something that if I could. I would still do it full time. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, the only reason I stopped doing it was obviously, I've got a family to look after, and long term, streaming it can be quite risky. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's got a up and down sort of feel to it, and you need some more security when you're looking after a family.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was still single, I would have just gone, nope, I'm going to do streaming.
Yeah.
But obviously, your family responsibility
Yeah.
comes first, so you have to take care of them, and do the day job at the same time. But luckily, it's a job where I can still do this at night and be involved with productions and things. So I love it. Streaming for me is a passion, not just a hobby. It's something that I've always loved doing, something that I really enjoy with every fiber of my being, and just creating community, having a community around me, something I treasure.
Yes, me too. Me too. I really want streaming as not just a hobby but also not just a hobby but also a passion and also a profession. When it comes to creating content, I really want to start creating content on YouTube at first, but when Twitch came along, I decided why not start streaming on Twitch, and yeah, I began streaming on Twitch ever since. Okay, so who? Okay, I think okay. I think I okay. Let me see what are the questions that I have. Oh my goodness, I'm so confused at the moment. I'm not sure what I'm going to ask. But anyways, so you are part, not just part, but also the host of the Connection Project. So how did the Connection Project started? What were the original ideas? So before Connection Project, it was the Discord Boys, and then it changed to the Connection Project. I'm going to ask this in a few, in just a moment, but yeah. But first, how did the Connection Project started, and what were the original ideas?
Connection Project is a great it's a great thing. It's grown out of something that we originally had a different idea. We when we first, I mean, you can't really when we first had the idea for a team of people. CXP was born out of the Discord Boys. We had an idea, of what we wanted to do as Discord Boys, which started off just as a group of friends who were doing a bunch of always hanging out on Discord and talking, and thought it would be quite interesting to just put those conversations on the platform because we were discussing relevant stuff. But that was sort of just the beginning of what CXP really is. The Connection Project is filled with people who have amazing talent. Each person in the CXP has an amazing gift that they each individually have, be it content creating in a different way. And to take all of us and put us together in an organization, we saw the potential and the power that we had as the CXP to make a change in a lot of people's lives that really needed it. So we we were able to harness sort of the power of all of our individual communities and all of our individual ways of creating content and put it together into something which we knew could actually make an impact on people's lives. And that's why the Connection Project is literally a charity based organization
Mm-hmm.
where everything that we do is not for personal gain, not for money,
Mm-hmm.
for ourselves, but to give back to different communities, different other people that really need to be helped. Different charities. We like, for example, the last one that we just did, our charity drive over Christmas for Toys for Tots. We raised $15,350 for Toys for Tots in our 57-hour marathon stream. Every single one of the team putting in unimaginable amounts of hours into the production of that 57-hour back-to-back stream marathon, and being able to actually generate that kind of money and give it to kids over Christmas periods for that sort of charitable cause. It's amazing. It's heartwarming. It's empowering. It's humbling. And to just work with people like everybody that's involved in the CSP, it's an honor, and it's something which I love. I love to do.
Mm-hmm.
The original idea behind all of what we wanted to do was giving back to the communities that we see give to us on our own individual streams. Like we are very well supported. Like the
Mm-hmm.
CXP family are an unbelievable group of people. Literally anything that we've ever asked of them has pretty much been done. And to have a community of people like that, a family of people like that, it's it's something that's really powerful. And for us to be able to channel that power and that energy using our own creative talents to entertain them and provide them with sort of something that they feel deserves, support, is an amazing thing. And
Mm-hmm.
sort of the whole idea behind it is we're entertaining and supported by all of them on our individual streams throughout the week, and then we all come together whenever we can on the team channel, sort of to do things to enable us to give back, and sort of help out other people that maybe aren't in a position that can help themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And that in itself is very rewarding. We really enjoy doing that type of work. Um, so it's awesome.
Yeah, so great that uh, communities like CXP are giving back the community by doing lots of things like charity streams, charity. It's such a good feeling giving back to the not just the community but also everyone out there being involved. And happy and uh, I'm happy that you are all doing your part, and I'm really proud of what you are doing, not just you but everyone who are involved in the CXP and the entire community as well. And thank you, and I hope you continue your with what you are doing, and I really looking forward to it.
Cool, man. Yeah, no, thanks. It's as I said, it's something we're looking to keep on going and keep on growing. It's only going to get bigger, harder, faster, stronger as we gather more people around us, and more people know what we do, and hopefully we can use that momentum to really make a change in a lot of people's lives.
Yeah, yes. I haven't. Okay, this is going to be the most interesting one so far. Before, yeah, so I mentioned before it was Discord Boys, and then the Discord Boys, the Connection Project. So, but if the, but were there names? Okay, so before changing to the before changing it to the Connection Project, were there any names that didn't made the cut? Uh, do you have any ideas what will be the name of the community that didn't make it?
Oh man, there was there was just so many. I mean, because literally how we came up with the name was we got every single member of the CXP together in a big video Discord call, and we just started throwing names around. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was like crazy things like the Interstellars. There was oh my god, I can't even remember half of them. Literally, we were just throwing names and seeing what would stick. And I remember that we were talking about it in one of the chats, and then somebody mentioned that we wanted to connect. We wanted the whole thing was about connecting everybody. We were like connecting, yeah, we like connecting. How can we work off of that? And they were like the connection crew, the connection group, like the connectors, and then somebody was like, "Well, this is going to be a really big project," and we were like,
Mm-hmm.
"Project, yes, the connection project." And then it was like, "Oh, 100%, that's what
Yes.
it's got to be." It just
Yeah.
rolled off the tongue absolutely perfectly, rather than
Yeah.
anything else, and it just stuck. Um, so
Correct.
that's kind of how it was. It was just a big. Imagine 12 people sitting in a video call throwing names around until
Yeah.
something sticks, and that's what it ended up on as a connection project. Just an amalgamation of everyone's ideas at the same time.
Yeah, that yeah, that connection project. That reminded me of the slogan from Nokia, connecting people. With the connection project, we con we connect people. Not not only people but every community. The more people are connected, the more people are giving back to the community. So that's a great idea, to be honest. Connection project. It's a very
Yeah,
interesting name.
exactly.
And looking forward, what are your future plans? Not aside from your streams, but also the connection project. Are you all continuing the charity streams? Do you have any future plans for the connection project and in this entirety? Because I know that every Sunday there's a podcast, and every week there's a guest, and
Yeah,
before
I mean the
that.
connection project itself is only just getting started. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if you think about it, it's gonna we've got our annual event now that we do every year for around Christmas. We making sure that that is a regular occurrence is the Christmas event,
Mm-hmm.
where we take a good couple of days, do a marathon, and raise as much charity as possible. On the team channel, you're going to be seeing a lot of stuff coming around. We've just started up a secondary show now because obviously we've got the Sunday podcast, which we've been doing for a long time now. I think it's going into its second year. We changed the format slightly on the podcast where it used to be a lot more based on going over news articles and discussing that as well as having guests, to being very guest focused. And obviously, as the connection project, like you said, it's about connecting people. Our connection to different streams and different communities is really, really helping us do that. And the podcast has turned into very much an interview segment where we focus on our guest, and sort of explore their community, explore how they approach streaming, what their thoughts are, and everything like that, as well as showcasing all of the things that have happened, not just in our communities, but the best and funniest things we could see on Twitch every week. But we still wanted a show that would cover um, the the aspects that we originally had in the podcast, such as the news articles. So we started up a new show called The Tea with CXP, where you'll see a couple of people from the CXP discussing the news articles of the week on that show. Basically, what we had to do was take the podcast and almost split it into two different shows, just purely because we couldn't fit it all into one show. And we liked the way that the podcast was going, being more guest centric and more guest focused, and making sure sure we got to spend enough time having good quality conversations with the people that we brought on, just to fully allow them time to explore themselves, and their way of thinking, their community, their Twitch experience, and you let people get to know who they are. So that's become very much what the podcast is about. The TBCXP show, as I said, is now going to be more of a news to discuss topics goings on the platform, streaming, rules, etiquette, projects, technology, all that type of stuff. All those sort of things will be covered on that.
Yes.
Then, of course, we obviously hold different tournaments and things like that on the channel for the community. We had a Rocket League tournament go off recently. There's our community directors, which is Jimbo, Lena's, and Lady Squeaks, that are always looking to organize things with the different community members. We've had hangouts on Discord. We've had, sort of, movie nights, or whatever it is. We played games of Scribblio. We all those sort of things are sort of on the cards to help and grow it. We're looking forward to a year of us trying to put out more content on the team channel, just to keep the momentum that CXP has and what it's been doing. For me
Mm-hmm.
personally, on my channel though, different sort of thing. Obviously, my Jackbox Saturdays will continue to be that until Jackbox shuts itself down, because I just love doing it.
Oh my god.
Wednesday nights,
I wish
community game nights. I
Jackbox
really
won't
do
shut
enjoy
down.
sort of playing different games with the crewmates and getting to have a good time, hanging out with friends, playing along with the community members and other viewers and stuff like that, and having a lot of time.
Mm.
And we have a good time on Wednesdays. So there's a whole bunch of new games that are always coming out. We're always going to be showcasing that. Whenever I can get a chance to add in an extra stream, I love doing it. If I can do it just chatting and squeeze one in, or a WoW stream and squeeze one in on a Monday or a Thursday, depending on what my schedule's like, I'm happy to do it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's all about just finding the time, really. So
Yes.
as
That's
much as
true.
time as I can
Yeah.
find to go live and be a part of the online experience, I'm there for it, man. I'm there for it.
Yeah. We are speaking of Jackbox. I hope Jackbox won't shut down. Jackbox is one of the most interesting and most interactive games. Everyone gets involved. Everyone share their ideas and everything. One of the most
Jackbox will never shut down, mate. Those guys are doing so well.
yeah. Unlike Twitch Sings, it was shut down just recently, which kind of sucks because I really want to do Twitch Sings, but because of what's going on, Twitch Sings was shut down, and it's kind
Yeah,
of
that's
bummer.
DMCA. Luckily, Jackbox doesn't suffer from DMCA issues, which is great.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of Sings and music, do you still do DJing? Yes, back in the day, you used to DJ on stream.
Yeah, I still actually. I mean, I've got my decks. I just haven't had a chance to go live and mix and stuff on stream in ages. With everything going on with the DMCA and all that type of stuff, I don't want to risk getting anything like a DMCA strike by playing music and stuff on my stream. Because you never know. Like with the DJ streams, those things, I don't know how that actually works with them. Um, but I still definitely I mix whenever I can. Um, Mainly, it's going to end up being, I think, an offline experience for people that hang out on my Discord most of the time. We'll
Yeah.
bust out some tracks and slam some tunes, in Discord when we can. Until we know for sure what the ramifications are of playing different things and mixing them up on stream. At the end of the day, I'd rather not get a DMCA strike against my channel, as much as I love DJing, and I do miss doing it. And I had a great time doing those DJ streams. Those were some of my most fun streams, playing
Mm-hmm.
Stream Raiders and mixing up some tunes. It was great. What I am looking forward to is trying to add in a few cooking streams and things like that. It's just trying to figure out the logistics behind a lot of those sort of things. But I got access to a laptop now, which I'm thinking might be the way to do some sort of cooking streams in the kitchen, and maybe show you some of the captain's culinary skills. You never know. You might
Yeah.
learn to eat some strange pizzas like bacon and
Chef
bananas, and some other weird chicken dishes, which I've learned in my days.
Chef Dory in
Some
the
South African
house.
delicacies.
How you doing? We're making a pasta. We're making a pizza on the stream. Chef Chef KaelanDori, captain of the cruise ship.
Chef Dory.
Chef Dory.
Yeah, you never know.
I really, yeah, I'm looking forward to the bake cooking streams. I'm really I really want to do cooking streams because the last time I did the cooking stream was in December of 2018. I only did a breakfast stream. I only cooked noodles and and scrambled eggs and stuff like that and pancakes. After which, eh, I stopped doing cooking streams because I ran out of ideas. Until recently, I'm looking for some ideas for the cooking streams because I've been watching Kitchen Nightmares and Gordon Ramsay and Jamie Oliver and some on the other
I'm
chefs on
watching that
YouTube.
food channel stuff at the
Yeah,
moment to just have too many things that I want to cook. So it'll definitely be on the it'll definitely be on the cards.
on how to just want to make we just want to make sure how to make how to make the food so great, so delicious, how to make the recipe right and perfect and fresh as well. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the cooking streams and the baking streams as well. But I'm not sure if though I'm not sure if it's good. I'm not sure if this is good. But I got if when I try it. But I really hope I could try some of the recipes. And also, if I'm really also looking forward to your recipe when it's when it's already done. I really want to try that recipe and and then taste it to everyone. And okay, so before we end the stream, let's throw on some quick fire questions. But unfortunately, it was supposed to be a 1 minute questions, but due to technical issues and stream delays and stuff like that, I'm going to uh, it's not going to be a quick fire questions anymore. It's going to be a bonus questions. I'm going to ask you some bonus questions, and I want you to answer all of it. Well, it's supposed to be 10, but it was supposed to be 25, but I'm going to
Fire away, mate.
reduce it to 10. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's do this. Okay. First question. Favorite food?
Pizza, without a doubt. Pizza, without a doubt.
Mhm.
Usually pepperoni, but
Favorite place to
occasionally
visit?
bacon a bit on.
Favorite place to visit?
Favorite place to visit? Wow. I had a great time in San Diego for TwitchCon
Mhm.
2019. That was a really good place to visit. I really did enjoy that. I do also enjoy going to Colorado for skiing. Haven't been there in a long time. That was a lot of fun because I was an avid snowboarder whenever I have had the opportunity to go overseas. So yeah, Colorado, maybe San Diego, basically the USA. I enjoy going to the states.
Three things you cannot live without.
The internet, Jackbox, and tequila.
What about Red Bull? Oh yeah, it's three things, but yeah, Red Bull or vodka depends. Excuse me. Marvel or DC? Marvel or DC?
I have to say that Marvel has better movies, DC has better TV shows, um, but they both are great comics. It's hard to pick.
It's okay, you can pass. You can pass. Okay, next question. Uh, next question. Wait, hold on. Let me check the next question. Marvel or DC? Uh, ice cream or cake?
Oh man, you're making me choose between things I love. I do choose between ice cream and cake. I like to usually, and maybe I'm the only person that does this, but I don't
Yep, yep. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Wait. Okay. Yeah. Oh no. Something's wrong. Okay. Okay, we're back. We're back. Okay. Uh this is going to be the last question. I hope this is not going to be hard. What's the last question? Hot or cold weather?
I come from Africa, so I've lived in hot weather my entire life, and I recently moved to a place that's really, really cold, and I kind of prefer it. So, because you can always put on more blankets, but you can only take off so much before they throw you in jail.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh good. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, throw it just. So yeah. Okay, okay. Supposed to be the last question, but yeah, going to ask two more questions. Okay, let's see. Okay. PlayStation or Xbox?
I have to answer with PC because PC is the master race. I have never owned an Xbox in my life. I've only ever had a PlayStation once, and like it was like 100 years ago, like the PlayStation 2. Um, and the only console I have is a Switch. So I would say neither, but I pick PC Master Race or the Switch, a Nintendo Switch if I had to pick.
Mm, yeah, PC is indeed the master race. I never owned a console. Okay, never owned a console. I never owned a PC. I never owned a PlayStation or an Xbox because both of them are so expensive. It costs like 10K. Even when you go to Amazon, it's very expensive. You gotta save some money to just to
Yeah,
buy
that's
that
madness, bro.
console. So I gotta go to PC, whether it's laptop or computer. PC it is. Okay, that's all. Technical issues and internet connection. I'm so glad that you're so glad. We're also glad that we got a chance to chat with you. It's been a wonderful experience despite everything that's happening today. Thank you so much. And do you have anything to plug your stream?
Cool, dude. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Okay, so if you guys want to check out KaelanDori, feel free to check out KaelanDori, twitch.tv slash
If you guys
KaelanDori.
are wanting to hang out, obviously check me out at twitch.tv/KaelanDori. If you haven't
Yep.
already given me a follow, pop on over, come hang out with me and the crewmates as we play games.
Yep. Don't forget to follow KaelanDori on social media. Twitter, KaelanDori, and Instagram, KaelanDori. And once again, KaelanDori. Hype in the chat. Yay! Okay, we'll be right back in just a moment. I'm going to talk with Kaylan Dory in just a moment before we end the
KaelanDori
stream.
everywhere except
Hold on.
Snapchat.
Okay, we'll be
To
right back.
everyone.
Hold on. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much to Kaylan Dory. So usually uh usually on during the break we had a final chat with KaelanDori, final chat with the guest, but due to what's going on right now, we don't have power, but and I still have a lot of percent on my battery on my laptop. Same goes to my phone. But yeah, we had a wonderful time, and 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 got to share their thoughts and their future plans and some of the questions. It is not what is expected, but we got to pull it off. And I'm so glad that we got to do the stream right away. So once again, thank you so much to KaelanDori and to everyone here in the chat. Just wanna give a shout out to KaelanDori. If you guys want to check out KaelanDori, please go follow KaelanDori. If you guys want to check out the Connection Project, please go check out the Connection Project. They're one of the great, they're one of the good communities out there on Twitch. If you guys want to check out the Connection Project, please go follow their channel. They do podcasts every Sunday, and they have some good idea. They have some good stuff coming out. They're going to, yeah, as KaelanDori mentioned. Okay, here we go. So here it is. Okay. So once again, thank you so much to KaelanDori and to everyone here in the chat for stopping by. We are going to end the stream right away. But before we end the stream, let's do the raid. Yeah, we have a raid call. If you guys want to spam some emotes, spam every emote that you have. Let's draw. Let's draw. We are going to do another interview stream as long as the internet and everything is fine next week. We are going to do this on Saturday instead of Friday. We're going to switch some days. Uh, I hope and uh, tomorrow I hope the OBS is fine. If everything is fine, we're going to do a short art stream. And as for the weekday streams, it depends because I have some stuff going on for the next couple of days. I hope everything goes well. I wish everyone and everyone everywhere a wonderful time. We are going to read. We are going to read. Yeah, it is. We are going to read. Let's see who is on. Oh, we have. Oh, we have here. Who do we have here? Ah, I see. I see. Okay, we are. Yes, we are going to read Base Fairy. She's doing just chatting. I hope I typed her username right because every time I type usernames, I botched out. I fail to my spelling fails a lot. Well, I gotta say I typed those names very wrong and good, but I got to type it right right away and correct it. But it happens to all of us. When there's errors, we try our best to correct it at some point. But yeah, it's that's life. That's life. But yeah, I hope tomorrow it will be fine. I hope the power is back already. And once again, thank you so much for stopping by. If you guys want to spam some emotes, feel free to spam some emotes. Feel free to spam some hype. Feel free to spread the love, hugs, and everything. We're going to read Base Fairy. And once again, thank you so much for stopping by. And take care of yourselves. Be kind to one another. Look out to each other. Stay safe. Stay protected. Stay badass. Love hugs, high fives, and fist bumps to all. I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully for the art stream. And thank you so much and have a wonderful Friday or Saturday to all. Goodbye.